What's good, World Republic? Welcome back to another video. Editor Sly here. Glad you could make it. Before we start, please join the Discord community, link down below for me. When you click the link, the invite should appear as shown. Click accept invite for direct access to yours truly, your fellow community, as well as being notified every time we go live. You'll also be able to view all VODs from the Discord server, as well as any YouTube videos, and be notified when I post here on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, around 99% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel. Make sure you fix that by hitting the subscribe button and turning on all notifications. If you do that, I can find the content for you and we can watch it together. Shout out to all my current subscribers as well as current subs on Twitch. We call y'all citizens, you feel me? And yeah, enjoy the video. What's good, YouTube? Going back to another reaction. We had a video from OD after the breathtaking Game 7 clutch game he just put on Why God Exists. We are reacting to how strong is Optimus Prime. It's always gonna pre-fire a little like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out the Discord community. Link down in the description. That is the best way to get in touch with me. That is the best way to get notified every time I go live, as well as every time I post on YouTube. It's how I got in contact with technically the moderator, or the person who created the PFP that we have right now. And our biggest goal is to build a talented community where people can kind of feel comfortable and safe in their own skin. So you know what I'm saying? Make sure I type on the Discord comp. Without further ado though, we're just gonna hop straight into this video.
Optimus Prime. A worker in a world war, a spark overlooked by titans and tyrants alike. But when the sky cracked and metal gods turned brotherhood into bloodshed, he didn't break. He rose, not by chance, not by code, but by choice. And in that moment, the entire universe met its greatest protector, Optimus Prime. Optimus isn't just a warrior, he's a living contradiction, a god made of circuitry and convection, a machine with a soul. While others fell into corruption or collapsed under the weight of power, Orion ascended, not through might alone, but through unshakable will. The cosmos crowned him the last Prime, the true Prime, the only being worthy of the matrix of leadership, a relic not of machinery, but of the soul itself. But before these legends even began,
He's of the soul, boy.
Over 9 million years ago, Orion served as a law enforcer, unafraid to speak up when he saw injustice. And when Megatron, the gladiator who rose from the mines to command an iron...
You're telling me Orion Pax was like a police officer who didn't have enough motion to tell him to stop bullying this?
Theology of brutal conquest began his crusade. Orion forged into a symbol, Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, protector of life, the counterbalance to a galaxy on fire. As the Civil War erupted, Prime led the charge with the ultimate strategy, his fist, his spark, and his words. In his early life, he defeated the entire Cybertronian Senate single-handedly, an act akin to punching through Parliament and rewriting the laws of physics with your bare hands. But his strength was not just rebellion, it was evolution. Optimus Prime, just in his base form, is comparable to the gods of his world. Prime was able to withstand Jupiter's gravity casually and battle beings like Megatron. His power is immense, his durability is near infinite, and his skill is unmatched. With the Matrix, Prime became one of the strongest. He defeated Nova Prime, a monster tethered to the dead universe, a realm that transcends all known reality, an oblivion of non-existence. Optimus didn't just survive, he dominated the entire fight. Optimus outscales Infospace, a realm that is made of pure information, an idea so abstract it sits between Afterspark and the Kingdom, the conceptual roots of the Tree of Life. When Soundwave used the Enigma of combination to augment him with the Afterspark, Prime's power shattered the walls of reality. This wasn't just an upgrade, it was a metaphysical transfiguration. The Afterspark is existence's breath, the soul beyond death. and Optimus Prime held it within his hands. Optimus can travel faster than light, casually flying to Jupiter with Soundwave, but that's child's play compared to his greater feats. In Infospace, a place of pure thought beyond dimensions, time ceases to matter. There is no before or after, there's only now. Prime moves freely here, making his speed immeasurable, as he now exists beyond time's era where causality can't anchor him.
Please explain to me why this thing has immeasurable speed. You are like 15 tons and you have immeasurable speed, money?
Any longer. He withstood strikes from beings like Regenesis Shockwave, who possesses enough power to warp the skeletal fabric of Cybertron itself, bending time and matter like paper under the weight of war. When Shockwave turned his body into a living constitute of raw singularity, a ripple of destructive
DNA. Him in the comics chat? Why is he doing this? Isn't this altering his atomic structure, bro? Isn't supposed to be fodder? He's supposed to be Megatron's minion.
They meant to erase entire timelines. Optimus didn't falter. He rose through the burning gears of fate and answered with fury made of justice. He's lifted constructs under the crushing pressure of Jupiter's gravity, over 2.5 times stronger than Earth's pull. Imagine that, lifting structures under the weight that can flatten mountains. But even if that feels like a limitation, the numbers don't capture resolve. The numbers don't scream in Cybertronian code when a Titan rises against entropy itself. And all of that strength isn't just physical. Against Devastator, a being composed of multiple Cybertronians combined into a single mechanical colossus of carnage, Optimus stood alone, a lesser border that would have crumbled under the sonic tremors and tectonic destruction that followed with every step. But Prime, he didn't retreat. He countered with logic, angles, and conviction. He's battled against me. He didn't retreat. He countered with...
Is that all? This nigga's fighting a world-ending threat.
Logic, angles, and conviction. He's battled against martial arts gods like Bludgeon, a master of ancient forbidden Cybertronian combat styles. This warrior moves like a storm of blades flashing steel and whispering death. But Optimus has mastered dozens of martial arts disciplines. He can disarm foes in 6 different ways before...
Bro, why has Optimus Prime mastered multiple versions of martial arts? So, weigh 15 tons, you have immeasurable speed, and you have mastered hundreds of martial arts. I've seen enough. Put this nigga against Batman.
Or they can even process a thought, and it's not just because he's fast, but because his mind has already mapped out the 6 futures and chosen the one where peace survives. And even when he's backed into a corner, he rode the corpse of a fallen comrade into battle, a moment that became a myth, a living monument to his resolve, a testament that even when surrounded by ashes of hope, he still becomes the flame. But Optimus isn't just a strong machine. He's an intellect encoded with millions of years of wisdom, knowledge, and command. He's a super genius analyzing the battlefield before it even begins. His Cybertronian vision doesn't just see light, it reads DNA, parses emotions, and maps probability. He has information analysis algorithms.
Being able to, and this is why tacticians need to be respected more, especially in combat scenarios. Being able to map out not only what somebody would do and probability, but being able to account for their emotions makes you a master tactician, bro.
It's built into his optics that calibrate trajectory, force, and counter before Blade even moves. Once he's sensed Omega Supreme approaching from the void of space, light years away, because his cosmic awareness isn't limited by space, it's narrative. His senses change the same way you sense cold wind before a storm. He isn't just aware, he's completely prepared. That's a bar. But the greatest battlefield he's ever commanded is not physical, it's ideological. He's united fractured factions, brought peace to civilizations that have never known it, and made mortal calls that reshaped entire timelines. He can convince warriors to go on suicide missions just by his speeches alone. He is the mind of cyber
to go on suicide missions with his speeches alone. This nigga be moving like heroin, bro.
Between control and chaos. In terms of durability, without the Matrix, Prime has survived planet-level attacks, but with it, he's withstood attacks from infraspace entities which exist as pure conceptual frameworks, ideas that move like stars, thoughts that...
So, with the Matrix of Leadership, he survived an attack that is like conceptual level attack. So, he's boxing with Goku. Got it.
Detonate like supernovas. He doesn't just survive attacks, he rewrites their outcome. When imbued with the afterspark and amplification of already celestial strength, he doesn't resist damage, he transcends it. Blades become whispers, lasers become light. To be able to damage Optimus at that level, you'll need to damage the code of meaning itself. And this isn't hyperbolic. The Matrix of Leadership isn't just a relic, it's a living singularity, a symbolic embodiment of Cybertronian will, forged from the first dawn of Cybertron's sun. It contains the thoughts of the first primes, the echoes of every prime before him, and the potential of every spark to come. When Optimus wields it, he becomes more than a warrior, he becomes a narrative.
That's low-key immeasurable power.
Constant, a force so intrinsic to Cybertron's metaphysical fabric that without him, planets themselves would literally cry. And when powered even further by the afterspark, he reaches a state where existence itself recognizes him as the axis of fate. Time bends around him, space hums with his steps. All of the narratives curve toward hope, simply because he wills it. To measure Prime's physical might alone is trying to contain a supernova in a bottle. It's not a being bounded by logic or numbers. This is a titan who fights concepts, who walks into the dead universes, realms of nothing that rots stories from the spine, and
I was 8 years old when I figured out Optimus Solo's Goku.
Returns with light still burning in his chest. He is resilience, rebirth, and revolution, fighting against beings that turn their back on the very tree of life, who sought to override all of Cybertron's culture and history, and Prime didn't just stop him, he redeemed the meaning of the title Prime. He stared down abstract horrors, defeated gods made of information, and endured forces meant to delete souls before they're even born. Overall, Optimus Prime would scale from complex multi to outer, with immeasurable to a...
Optimus Prime scales from complex multiversal to outerversal.
Relevant speed.
With irrelevant speed.
And shout out to Ethan who dropped 60 to sponsor this video. In the end, it's not the steel or the strength that defines a Prime. It's the fire that won't fade, the courage that never kneels. He stood against death, against decay, against the stories written to end him, and when the universe collapsed into whispers, his voice roared louder. Because even when faced with armies of evil, Prime will stand against them all. And it doesn't matter if you're a god, one shall stand, one shall fall.
Doesn't matter if you're a god. He'll stand against them all. It doesn't matter if you're a god. One shall stand and one shall fall. That nigga Optimus been cold, bro. He been cold since I was a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, guys? It's Divine. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys...
Shout out Optimus Prime, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure y'all get some gifts for Optimus Prime on Father's Day, bro. Now everybody had their dad in their life, bro. The Optimus Prime is like Piccolo, bro. Any hoosies, appreciate y'all boys for watching this video. Discord community is linked down in the description. This is a nice little series we essentially kind of picked up on the fly from Divine. And yeah, you know what time to find me next. Peace.